If you do enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I appreciate all the support. Thank you. First, right click on your desktop settings, click run. You're going to type %, local app data %, click OK, scroll down, click the Valorant, saved, configured, and for now you're just going to delete any numbered folders in your Valorant config file. Next, you're going to go to your settings, go to Windows, check for updates, and you're going to download any upcoming updates that show up. What you also can do is go to advanced options and click on optional updates. That might help with any bugs or issues that you may have. Now click on system, go to display, click on advanced display, and set this to the highest refresh rate on your monitor. Back on the same page, now you're going to click on graphics, and you're going to add these 3 programs. Click on browse for add an app. You're going to browse Riot Games, Valorant, Live, Shooter Games, Binaries, 164, and then add Valorant shipping. And then you're going to go back, Riot Games, Valorant, Live, and you're going to add the Valorant client itself. And once you add those 2, you're going to go back again, and you're going to go to Riot Games, Riot Client. You're going to add the Riot Client services. Click add. I've already done that, so once you have all 3 of them in, you're just going to set all of them to high performance. Where it says default settings, change default graphics settings. Just make sure hardware accelerated GPU scheduling is set to on, and window optimized for games is set to off. Next, you're going to go to personalizations. You're going to click on colors, and you're going to turn off transparency effect. Next, you're going to go to gaming. You're going to go to game bar, set it off, as it does take a lot of FPS and performance. You're going to go to game mode and set game mode on. And that's it for your Windows setting. Now you're going to click on your Windows search bar. You're going to type view network connections. You're going to open up your Ethernet or your Wi-Fi properties. Internet protocol version 4. You're going to double click on it. And then you're going to click use the following DNS server addresses. While we have that open, you're going to open your CMD or your command prompt, run as administrator. Click yes. Now you're going to type these 2 variables for your ping. You're going to type ping, then 8.8.8.8, and then you're going to type ping again, 1.1.1.1. Now you're going to check the average. Whichever average is the least is the number you'll put in the DNS server addresses. In my case, it would be 8.8.8.8, so just type exit in the prompt, or just exit out. For the East DNS server, it's 8.8.8.8, and then the alternate DNS server you'll type in is 8.8.4.4, and I will put the other DNS server for Central if you have better ping on the Central one then instead of the East. Click validate upon exit. Okay, and let that do its thing. Close, close. And that's it from there. Now you're going to go to the video control panel. First thing you'll do is click on adjust image settings with preview. Click on use instance for performance. Click on it and drag it all the way to the left. Now you're going to click on manage video settings and make sure the following 2 is adjusted properly. Make sure power mode is set to prefer maximum performance, and make sure texture filtering quality is set to high performance. And then everything else, leave it as it be. Then go to adjust desktop size and position. Set this to full screen. The default will be aspect ratio. I keep the performance scaling on display. It is better for GPU, but in my case, I don't really notice the difference. For the change resolution, also make sure it's set to PC and not the Ultra HD, SD. Yeah, set it to PC, native res, or whatever custom res you want to use, and then refresh rate to your highest refresh rate. Now, these are my Valorant settings. I have show mature content on, show corpses and show blood off, instability indicators on, network buffering minimum, and show bullet tracer and spectator count off. And now for your video settings, let's go to general, leave the default settings as it is. If you are on the lower end side, then I recommend capping your FPS and turning all these off, either setting the cap to your monitor refresh rate or setting it to a maximum of 300 frames. I'll just leave it as the default. turn it off. And then make sure your Nvidia reflex low latency is set to on plus boost. Now for your graphics quality, multi-threaded rendering on, material quality low, everything on low, async low, anti-aliasing off, anti-sharpening filtering 1, and then everything else is off. If you don't have multi-threaded rendering, that is fine. Still put everything on low. And what I have noticed this act is sometimes I find fill a bit of a better experience for like latency. So if you feel like you're not doing so well in letterbox and you can try fill, it does seem a bit more of a difference during this act in this season of the game. So yeah, that is it for the Valorant settings. Now you're going to type view advanced system setting. You're going to go to performance, click on the settings and performance. You're going to click adjust for best performance, and then you're going to check show thumbnail instead of icons and smooth edges of screen fonts. Click apply. Now you're going to go to advanced and make sure your processor scheduling is set to programs instead of background services. And then go back, click OK, and click OK.